We are here to we have I Gunjan Sehgal from Institute of Company Secretaries. I work here as an assistant director in training and placement department. We've gathered here with Dr. S.K. Jaina, Director Training and Placement, to discuss about the Institute's new initiative, 45 Days Residential Corporate Leadership Development. I wish to welcome Dr. Jaina in this webinar and request him to kindly elaborate on the concept of the program, the new initiative taken by the Institute. Very welcome, sir.
Thank you.
So could you please elaborate about the new initiative taken by the Institute, the 45 Days Corporate Leadership Development Program?
Thank you, Gunjan. First of all, I extend a hearty welcome to our audience. At the same time, I also welcome the staff, those who are watching this program in our all chapters and regions. Particularly, this initiative has been taken by the Directorate of the Student Service as a part of this student month which we are celebrating in the ICSI, particularly in the month of July. And I am thankful to the Directorate of Student Services for giving us an opportunity to introduce the concept that Corporate Leadership Development Program, which is one of the major initiative of the Institute, particularly for the students, those who are the professional pass out. Before coming to the concept of Corporate Leadership Development Program, I would like to tell you, see, in our entire curriculum, particularly in CS, there are two components. One is academic, another is training. Particularly in the training, we have different training structures. We have long-term training, we have short-term training. Then finally, after completing the academic part, after passing out the professional examinations, and if their trainings is completed, then they undergo the MSOP training, which is the last phase of our process before getting the membership. And over the period of time, we have been observing that this 15 days MSOP which we have designed, that contains the most of the emerging and key areas where our students are trained 15 months in a direct mode, and after that MSOP 15 days training, then they get their membership through an application. Now the question arises whether this 15 days MSOP training is sufficient enough to build the competency among our members or not. Regarding that, we in the recent past we made a survey through a particularly to our stakeholders. In that survey, we asked certain questions to the stakeholders whether this we required to change, bring some changes in our MSOP training structure, or the students are satisfied with the present structure of MSOP or not. And after getting that survey, results, we analyzed the thing. We came to know that 70% of the stakeholders, they stated that no, this present structure of MSOP is not sufficient enough to build the competency of our members immediately after getting their membership. So they suggested for changes, and accordingly there was lot of deliberation what kind of improvement will bring to the system, and accordingly it was decided, let's go for having a 3 months residential training program for our students before they get the membership, so that which are the emerging main areas and the core skills can be important to the students before their membership, to adjust in the corporate world and to adopt the corporate culture immediately. So as a part of that initiative, lot of deliberations held, and accordingly finally a committee was constituted to implement this 3 months residential training program. The committee, during the discussion, it was decided that before going to this implementation of this 3 months residential corporate leadership development program, let's on pilot basis have on 45 days residential program for the students, and based on the observations and feedback, we can take a decision whether the institute will implement it or make it compulsory for 3 months or not. So accordingly, in the last PCS conference, we decided to launch this corporate leadership development program, which has been designed for 45 days. And initially we are going for it on pilot basis. It is not compulsory at this stage. It is optional, voluntary. Those students who are eligible to go for MSOP, they can also apply for this corporate leadership development program, and this corporate leadership development program will enable them to apply for ACS membership. That means the MSOP component is covered within this 45 days corporate leadership development program. That is one of the fundamental queries that we are getting from different corners, whether after completing this 45 days CLDP or corporate leadership development program, is it required to go for MSOP again or not. It is clearly clarified and it has been decided that this 15 days MSOP is already a part of this corporate leadership development program, which has been designed for 45 days. Now, how it is different from this existing structure and what are the merits or benefits that students are going to get it out of this corporate leadership development program. Let me tell you, before introducing this concept or before developing this training module, we discussed thoroughly with our industry experts, with corporate leaders, with motivational speakers, then trainers. Then we obtained some feedbacks. What is the present expectation of the industries or corporates from our CS fraternity? Then based on their requirements, based on their feedbacks, we started designing this curriculum for this corporate leadership development program. And the unique feature of this program is, there are 3 modules. First module is meant for 2 weeks, which entirely focus on the corporate leadership, personality development, business communication, and how to adjust in a corporate world and to understand the corporate culture. The entire 2 weeks will be spent on that one. Then after just 2 weeks, the first module, then the second module will start, which there will be 3 weeks time, and that is focused on the core competency area through practical orientation. And let me tell you, the method of instruction in this CLDP or corporate leadership development program is completely different. There will be less teaching, more learning, and learning is not through the classroom ambience. Learning has to be from different aspects, through different methodology, through different techniques. There will be less teaching, and entire training module will be activities based, practical orientation. We have taken all the emerging areas which are relevant for the company secretaries today, all the for core areas that has been covered in the module second, which will be imparted by some specialized trainer, particularly you can say that top professors from the top B schools or IAM. Then we are also keeping interactive sessions with some CEOs and MDs and the corporate leaders from various corporates. They are invited to interact with our students during this 45 days corporate leadership program. And the first module will be taught by the soft skill trainer, motivational speakers, then corporate leaders, trainers. They will build up a competency. They will just set the tone of the entire 45 days program. And after completion of this first module, the student will come to know what type of skills are required, to develop or to become a excellent professionals, or to establish them as a professionals in that particular profession. And that skills which are required for a company secretary to be implied in the second module, when we will have the discussion or the deliberations on the core competency area, particularly the board meeting, AGM, secretarial audit, then secretarial standard, then NCLT, mode court, and all the emerging area like insolvency and bankruptcy code. All these things has been covered in the module 2, which will be very much useful for these students during their residential stay. Then the final module, the module 3, which is meant for the third week, that will be exclusively for the developing the employability skills of our members, because we are getting a lot of feedback from our members, those who are recently getting into the professions. They are facing some problems of employment and all. in order to cater to those areas, we are planning to develop a interview skill development module to be imparted in the third module, particularly in the last week of that session. And in that session also we are focusing on to have some students, those who are interested to go for this practice, and how to become the entrepreneur, which is the most emerging areas that can also be covered under this 45 days residential training program. So there will be some interactive sessions in the third module also with the industry experts, with the corporate trainers, and some HR experts, those particularly sensitize our students how to appear the interview and how to crack this interview, and most importantly how to sustain in the corporate world. That is more important. Today's world, it is very easy to get into a corporates, but the most difficult challenges after getting into the corporates, how to sustain and how to establish yourself initially. That is one of the biggest challenges for our young members, those who are entering into the professions. And in order to cater that things, we are calling some senior HR experts and as well as some of the leaders, corporate leaders, those who have they belong to our professions, but they have established their positions in the corporates today. They will be inspiring our students, they will be sharing their practical experiences, and they will be motivating how to start their career, how to begin their career, professional career, which is more important. And one of the unique components that we have kept here is the Master Blaster contest for KMP. There will be completely opportunity for the each student to interact with the corporate leaders, those who are doing excellence during that 45 days program. They will get an exclusive opportunity to be having interactive session with the corporate leaders, and within that interactive sessions, if they will able to influence and establish themselves, then there may be an opportunity to be selected in the corporates. And finally, since it is totally collaborative with the corporate and industries, we are inviting some of the corporates and industries to take part in the placement drive also. And it is the kind of assistance that institute is providing, that at the end of this 45 days training program, there should be adequate number of corporates and companies, those will come to the for campus placement drive, and the students, those who are undergoing this 45 days corporate leadership development program, they will be access to the corporates for the placement. Now coming to this, one of the important key highlights of the program is, here there are two important things. One is the training module, which has been designed based on the latest requirement of the industries, based on the feedback from the corporates. Number two, the trainer. The trainer will be particularly different. They will be coming from the corporates, from B schools, from IIM, and there will be some soft skill trainer, motivational speaker, corporate trainers. They will be taking the sessions. And the instructional methodology here is more important. There will not be conventional teaching or the PowerPoint presentation only. It will be a experiential learning. It will be case study based, and lot of situation will be analyzed. There will be practical orientation training, particularly in the moot court sessions and the AGM board meeting. We'll have some live program, we'll have some live activities there, and the most important thing is how to develop that skills among our students, so that immediately after getting their memberships, they will able to deliver and they will be the competent enough to adjust themselves and to establish themselves as a leader in the corporates. So that is all about the program, which as a concept we have designed. Now coming to the duration of the program, since it is a pilot project, we are planning to start it from 1st August 2017 to 14th September 2017. The venue we have taken the Lloyds Law College, which is situated in the Knowledge Park in the Greater Noida. And most importantly, since it is a residential program and students are coming across the country, Then we have decided and we have already made arrangement of some separate boys hostels and girls hostel which are having unique features, and particularly if somebody will visit that hostels, girls hostel or boys hostel, they will first find all state of art amenities are there to have a, you can say it is not just like a hostel, it's just like a 3-star hotel having Wi-Fi facilities, AC rooms, and girls hostel specially having that swimming pool. Then there will be some activities room where the birthday can be celebrated within that 45 days. If somebody's birthday is there, their facilities, separate facilities is there for organizing as parties and all. There will be beauty salon, gym, every facilities are there which are required for the students to take. What I can say that this will be a lifetime investment. If somebody is going for this corporate leadership development program for 45 days, it will be a lifetime investment and memories for them, and definitely it is going to make some changes in their life. And everybody is becoming a professional, but out of that very few are becoming the successful professional. And one of the objective of this corporate leadership development program is to make the successful professional for the future. And these are the unique features of this program that we are trying to implement in the institute with effect from 1st August to 14th September. This initially is the first batch being organized on pilot basis, and based on the observations and feedback, the institute will take a decision whether to make it compulsory in future or that existing structure will continue. So now I have already given you a brief highlights about the corporate leadership development program. Now I will request Gunjan to make arrangement about what does the Secretary ICSI speaks about the corporate leadership development program.
Thank you very much, sir, for your very valuable and detailed insights on the proposed program. Since the Secretary of the Institute could physically not be present here with us, but we would like to share a short video through which he would like to connect with all of you regarding this program. Through this video, we will be able to see the Secretary's and the Institute's commitment towards the said program. We would request the video to be played, please.
Dear young company secretaries, first of all, let me congratulate you on qualifying your exams of company secretaryship, and now you are on the verge of becoming the young members of the Institute. I'm here to discuss with you the very new concept and a very good opportunity for you to join the Corporate Leadership Development Program, which is a 45 days residential program. I'm going to tell you that this is a very superior and very premium product which will not only enhance your leadership and functional competency to a very different level. My feeling is that once you complete this program, you will become very confident, very much presentable, very much clear, and very much logical in presenting yourself to the whole world, including the corporate world. And you will be knowing better what this corporate world demands from you and how you can better fit into that and justify your continuity into the corporate world. With this, I wish to tell you that from 1st August to 14th September, this program will run. The stay arrangement is world class, state of the art. The venue is also fantastic. This is the Lloyds Law College, Greater Noida. The faculties, coordinators, trainers, the people visiting from corporate world, very, very learned people, very, very intellectual people, very experienced people. I'm sure the whole skill set, what you will develop into this program will be very, very different, very, very innovative, and you will really enjoy it. And top of that, there will be a great competition, a contest, Master Blaster KMP contest. Please participate in it and enjoy it. Wish you all the best. I'm sure this will turn around your, not only your career, but life too. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir. We thank you for sharing your message with us. Sir, now we would like to take some questions regarding the proposed program from of our students. First question being from Bikram Burniwal from West Bengal. He would like to know, as he states, I got registered in CS final in August 2016 and he is waiting for his result on 25th August 2017. he would just want to know whether the 45 days corporate leadership development program would apply or 3 months corporate leadership program would apply, whether this program would apply or a 3-month program would apply, sir.
Yes, Gunjan, the queries is very relevant. Here you see, let me tell you, as I already explained, that initially we are going for it is a pilot project, and at this stage it is not mandatory. And after this program, institute will take a decision whether to make it compulsory or not. And as per the present time schedule, that we are completing this program on 14th September, and whether to make it compulsory, it will be decided after 14th September only. So by that time, the result of final examination has might have already published, that is on 25th August 2017. So by that time, the candidate, they can go for this either existing MSOP wherever is going on, or if we are going for the second phase of corporate leadership development program, the candidate will have the choice to either to select the CLDP program or the existing MSOP going on across the country till it makes mandatory.
Sir, another query that we have received talks about what are the future prospects for a student after completing the 45 days residential program.
Yes, Gunjan, as I told you during my introductory session, it is completely a different program, and the module has been developed as an international standard in a global standard. And it will be a completely lifetime investment for the candidates to go for this corporate leadership development program. And as I told you, there will be lot of behavioral changes that we are focusing upon. The entry level and the exit level will be completely, radical changes will be there, and the candidates, those will undergo and register for this program, they will feel the difference, how it is completely different from the existing model to we are taking it to a different level. And you can say that is completely a transform in the training structure, you can say, which is required for our company secretary to undergo. So definitely it's going to add value to the career of our students, those who are joining the CLDP for 45 days. And that is one of the points. Second attraction here is that they are getting direct access to interact with the corporate leaders and the CEOs, the MDs, and the motivational speakers, and top CS professionals, those who will be taking the sessions. And there will be a live experience to stay 45 days along with their batchmates, and the entire event 45 days will be a memorable for them. In addition to that, we are having also the corporate visits and visit to the NCLT, visit to the Supreme Court, visit to the High Court, visit to the different industries. There they will get some practical experience that what are the difficulties that our professionals are facing, and how to overcome these such difficulties so that they will become a successful professional in their future. These are the takeaway from this 45 days residential corporate leadership development program.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. Besides the facilities that you've already elaborated in your introduction, if you could kindly throw some light regarding the various security measures that the institute is going to be taking with regard to the students and members visiting and attending this residential program.
Yes, Gunjan, you see that hostel that we have selected in Greater Noida, particularly for the at the Lloyd Law College, that is a very good hostel, and it is having high security. There are CCTVs and all, and separate girls hostel, separate boys hostels are there, and in the girls hostel nobody can enter. There is some biometric things are there. Nobody can enter to that hostel, and a lot of tight securities are there. And it is a wonderful ambience. If you can just visit the hostels, if somebody can go to the website of that hostel that we have selected, we have given the details in our prospectus also. You'll find some state of art amenities are there, some ultra modern facilities are there. It's a wonderful ambience for learning, I can say.
Okay. So also if you could throw some light on the fee structure, as well as people who are interested, how and till when can they enroll in the said program?
You see, Gunjan, so far as the fee structure is concerned, the cost of this entire program is much more higher than the fees that we have kept for this program. Since it is a pilot project, we are keeping initially the total fees of this program is only 25,000 for 45 days, which includes the stay, which includes the breakfast, lunch, dinner. It also includes the training and academic fees. Just imagine a place like Delhi, if somebody is staying in a hostel AC room, having all facilities and getting that training at the cost of 25,000, then what I feel it is one of the cheapest that fees that institute has decided to keep for the students for the initial batch. But the actual cost of this training program will be almost double or triple of that, and but the takeaway and the value addition of this program will be, I can say, at least 4 to 5 times than whatever the cost we are charging, that is 25,000.
So how could students probably enroll, those who are interested, and till when can they enroll in the SET program?
You see, the last date of registration for this CLDP has been decided on 20th July 2017, since we are starting the program from 1st August, and there is a already link provided in our prospectus in the one pager announcement, which is available in the ICSI website, particularly under the latest and what's new category, and the same prospectus and the announcement is also available under the training section, that is also there. So they can go to the website and online register and make payment either through NEFT or through RTGS. That fees can be paid. But if any students are facing any problem with respect to the payment, we have kept all flexible mode. We are receiving the check, we are receiving the DD, and they can also go to the nearby chapters. They can contact to our executive officers, they can deposit their fees there, get a receipt from there, and they can enroll themselves for this program.
So last question that we have with us is that people who are already members, are they eligible to be attending this program? Are members eligible?
Yes, Gunjan, we are getting some requests from our members, those who have got their membership in near last year or last to last year, and initially we have not say no to them. If they are interested to upgrade their skills and to have some capacity building and for their careers, professional development, if they are joining the program, so we have kept that things open for them also.
Right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your valuable time and eventful insight that you've provided to this program. We would like to add one small thing. In case there are some queries regarding the SET program, further if anybody needs any more clarity on the SET program, they could visit the institute's website. Contact numbers and email ID is provided there, and you could get in touch with us through that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.